Amir, you're a young man that's always yearned for the big stage, and July the 14th, O2 Centre, huge venue, the first sporting event that's going to be there, fighting for probably the first in a long line of pretty major belts, Commonwealth belt. I mean, this is a stage, isn't it? It's a huge stage for you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's going to be a great night for me. You know what I mean, first, it's going to be one of the biggest competitions, boxing fights in London and at the O2 Arena. It's going to be brilliant, I think, and I'm fighting a great fighter who's holding the Commonwealth belt, and hopefully I'm going to go there and take that off him. It's going to be a tough fight against Willie Lemond, but yeah, it's going to be a great night on top of that as well.
Technically, it's early in your career, isn't it? It's only going to be your 13th fight, and you're fighting for a Commonwealth belt against a 28-year-old who's very experienced. I mean, this has come quite early for you.
Definitely has, yeah. I don't think many fighters go for a title like this on the 13th fight. I've took it the quick way. I took the quick route for this fight. I wanted the fight. I want someone to test me. I want someone to give me a hard fight, and I think Willie Lemond at this moment of time is the right person to fight, and it's for a title as well. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, it's going to be a great fight. And I know I can beat him. I've got better strengths than him. You know what I mean? I'm stronger than him. I'm faster than him, and technical wise, I'm more technical than him as well. Only thing he has on me is the experience. He's been in the ring longer than me. He's been fighting as a professional longer than me. He's had more fights than me. But I think on the night it should be a great fight.
I know your build-up has been like a little frustrating for you because you feel like you have the talent. Well, you do have the talent and the hand speed, etc. But can you sort of understand why it's had to be like that? And can you look back now and see the things that you've learned from those fights?
Definitely, yeah. I know why them fights happen now. Because you needed that experience in the ring, you needed to do a bit of rounds and stuff, and yeah, no, I think it was great to have them fights because you need them fights as a profession in the early days, and they were easy fights, and I must have been in the ring thinking to myself, look at this fight, it's so easy for me, but you need them to make you, to get you where you want to get. You know what I mean? You need them easy fights as well. But yeah, I think it's cool, yeah. But this next fight's going to be better. Yeah, I mean, at least it's going to test me. I can prove to a lot of people, look, I'm a great fighter, and I'm going to take it from there, yeah.
At the press conference today, Frank Warren, mentioned a few things that Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, they had almost 20 fights before they fought for a major fight. As a young professional that stands out in the boxing game right now because of your Olympic silver medal and your rising star. Do you feel like you're being pushed a little, that the media and everyone wants you to get these fights a lot sooner than maybe the 20 fights that these former stars took to get their first belt?
Yeah, I'm not being pushed. No, you know what I mean? I wanna go for these fights myself. It's up to me. You know what I mean? I want to go for the fights. I want to prove to everyone, look, I'm a great fighter. I'm gonna be one of the best fighters out there. I'm gonna be a world champion. So I need to prove to people, look, I ain't taking the easy route. I want to go there. I want to win the big fights. I'm not going to take the easy route. I want people might think, look, Amir's got an easy fight here, but I'm going to prove to them, look, these fights are not easy. I'm taking the hard way. I'm going to beat these great fighters, and then I'm sure it'll make people realise that I am a good fighter.
But that's people in terms of the public and maybe some sections of the media. People close to you, surely they say, look, you know what, Amir, just hold down, it's going to be all right, just keep going these fights, keep learning. Do people close to you keep saying things like that to you even now?
Well, yeah, people say that, but I think the only person who knows me in boxing is my coach Oliver. He knows where I can go, and he spends day in day out with me when I'm training. And we asked him, I go, what do you think? Should I go for the fight? I was always confident. I said, look, Oliver, I'll go for any fight. And Oliver said to me, look at me, yeah, I think it's a good time for you to go for the fight now, before you peaking, because I've not peaked yet. You know what I mean? I've got a long way to yet. I'm probably half as good as I am going to be in the future. And I think this fight at this moment is going to be good for me. It's going to give me confidence. I'm going to prove a point to a lot of people that I am a good fighter, and I can take shots and I can give shots back, and I'm not taking the easy route. No one can ever say to me after this fight, look, Amir takes the easy route. Amir's fighting great fighters.
Is that what you've been hearing? Amir's taking an easy route?
Yeah, you hear stuff like that, but I'm going to prove to a lot of people that I ain't. You know what I mean? This next fight should have been against Graham Hill, but he pulled out just before it was announced, and it upset me that, because people like Graham Hill, who talk a lot, when it gets down to the fighting, they pull out. So and then Willie Lemond come in, and yeah, it should be good. You know what I mean? I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to hopefully, it's going to sell a lot more tickets because people want to see my first major title fight, and it's going to be great.
When you talk about Willie Lamond, and we know styles make fights, his style is very much a come forward type. You know, he doesn't take a step back. He's not on the back foot. Is that style made for you?
Oh, definitely made for me. Definitely made for me. He's gonna come onto my shots. You know what I mean? I've got the speed, I've got the power, and yeah, well, I just have to see what he comes out with on in July. You know what I mean? I'm sure he'll change his style, but yeah, I think his style's just made for me perfectly.
How difficult is it to find sparring partners that can cope with you?
I'm quite lucky in that sense where we've got some great lads in Manchester. You know what I mean? Manchester's got a great set of lads there, and boxing-wise, we've got some great boxers down there. I'm going to get some training down there. I'm going to spar with a few good lads down there. We've got some in mind. And yeah, I think sparring will be crucial for this fight. I need some good sparring for it, and yeah, we'll take it from there.
And when you say, you know, you're looking for good sparring, you go to Manchester, whereabouts, and sort of what do you generally do?
Well, generally it'll be a spar, you know what I mean? We'll go to different gyms, sparring with different lads, different styles, just in case, you know what I mean? And just to get the timing right and stuff. I take a couple of shots in the sparring as well, just to show that, look, I've got a chin as well, I can take shots, I can come back. And technically I'll be doing pads with Oliver, and yeah, it should be a good camp.
You talk about going around to Manchester and sparring with some of the other boys. I mean, that kind of proves that you have a decent relationship, don't you, with young British boxers? Because sometimes it looks like in the media that actually there's a bit of a tension between you and some of the British boxers. But how do you describe your relationship with other British boxers?
Oh, we get on well, you know what I mean? I've got Jay Moore in the gym who I get along with. There's other fighters like Mark Thompson. There's great fighters in Manchester, you know what I mean, who we all get on with, we have a laugh with, and we all friends. In the day, boxing's a sport, you know what I mean? When you're in the ring, then you have to do your job, but outside the ring, we all friends.
Amir, coming up to this fight, when do you start training? It's July the 14th, so he's got a long way. How did your training camp go? Yeah, I'm going to do a bit of training. I'm going to start it now, and then slowly, when it gets closer to the fight, step it up slowly. It's going to be a long camp, and yeah, hopefully I'm going to start from next week and just up. All right, and is Frank Warren TV going to have a chance to come down to your gym and see you do some stuff?
Well, yeah, definitely. If you want to come down and have a look at us training, it'll be great, yeah.
All right, thanks, Amir.
Thank you very much.